Welcome back, Tiger Sports fans, for another episode of Tiger Sports Nation. I'm your host, Katie Moore.
And I'm Whitney Wells, and we're going to get you caught up on Tiger Sports from this past week.
It's Bell Week, Tiger fans. The DePauw football team is headed into the 129th Monon Bell Classic with a 9-0 record. The Tigers had a large margin of victory over the Little Giants last year with a 49-14 final score. The kickoff against the 7-2 Wabash Little Giants is slated for 1:07 p.m. this Saturday in Crawfordsville. The game will be streamed nationally on ISC Sports Network.
The men's soccer team wrapped up their season at the NCAC tournament following a 3-1 defeat to Kenyon in the semifinals. The Tigers' season record finishes at 7-7-4. Senior Quinn Flashpuller and junior Ethan Webster were both named to NCAC All-Tournament team. Also, 2 DePauw soccer alumni were named to the NCAC All-Decade team. Congrats to Julian Gonzalez and E.J. Moore, both from the class of 2017.
Last Thursday, the women's soccer team took down Ohio Wesleyan 1-0 to advance to the NCAC championship game. Jayla Logan scored the lone goal for the Tigers, while Aubrey Impey contributed 4 saves. In the championship game on Sunday, their season came to an end after losing 0-2 to Denison. Their final record on the season was 11-4-5. Freshman Eva Lynch and seniors Annalise Grammel and Lainey Dawson were named to the All-NCAC tournament team. Special shout out to Alex Berkeley, class of 2020, and Annalise Grammel, class of 2024, for being named to the NCAC All-Decade team.
DePauw women's field hockey fell to Denison 2-0 in the NCAC semifinal game. That wraps up their season, and they finished with an 11-8 record. Junior Amy Applebaum and sophomore Haley Nowak were both named first team All-NCAC, and sophomore Maggie Volpe was named second team All-NCAC. Charlotte Hood and Scarlett Oaks were both named to All-NCAC tournament team. The field hockey team was well represented in the NCAC All-Decade team with 5 alumni named to the team. Congrats to Paige Berliner, class of 18, Chelsea Cutler, class of 14, Grace Goodbarn, class of 16, Paige Whitney, class of 15, and Rose Rivolinsky, class of 19.
The volleyball team traveled to Decatur, Illinois to finish up their regular season play, where they fell 0-3 to both Milliken and Hendricks. They'll be back in Neal Fieldhouse to host the semifinal and final rounds of the NCAC tournament on November 10th and 11th. The top-seeded Tigers face the winner of Tuesday's Hiram versus Oberlin match.
The men's swim team placed 3rd place in the Kalamazoo quad meet, beating the hosts Kalamazoo, but falling to UChicago in the winner, Hope. Brock Kinnaman led the team with 3 top 5 finishes. They'll travel to Crawfordsville on Friday, November 17th, to compete in the Gail Pebworth Invitational at Wabash College.
Women's swim team also placed 3rd out of 4 teams at the Kalamazoo quad meet, taking down Kalamazoo and placing behind UChicago and Hope. Megan McKenzie placed 1st in the 500 free and in the 1650 free. Elise Umbach also earned 3 top 3 finishes over the weekend. And the women's team will also travel to Crawfordsville on the 17th to compete in the Gail Pebworth Invitational at Wabash.
And that's it for Tiger Sports this week. Now it's time for Hot Topic, where we talk about something from the Tiger sports world or the greater sports world that we just can't stop thinking about. Katie?
Okay, well, we've already talked about it, and I'm sure everybody knows at this point, but it's Monon Week, and that's a big deal.
Let's go! I'm so excited.
I know. We're sporting our gear. I'm in my bibs. We got a Monon sweatshirt. It's a big deal. For those who aren't from DePauw or for some reason have never heard of the Monon Bell game, it's a week-long holiday here in Greencastle. As we said, it's the 129th game this year. We're going to Wabash. Last year, again, I said it was 49-14. It was a really big game last year. It was kind of crazy. It was like we were in a snow globe. We had like half a
big snowstorm.
Yeah, right before the game. Our offense, had a great game, but our defense scored as many points as their offense. We had 2 defensive touchdowns last year. It's going to be a big game, and I know everybody here is excited.
Yeah. I'm excited it's going to be warmer this year, too, because last year was freezing.
Yeah, it was really cold. So I'm excited for every day of this week. I know you are, too.
Yeah.
It's a big week for the Tigers, so I can't stop thinking about it. What about you?
Same, excited for Bell Week. But I'm going to shout out the women's soccer team because we made it to the NCAC championship this year, and we haven't done that since 2019. So the senior class hadn't done that all 4 years here. So it was a good way to go out. Even though we lost, I was proud of our team.
Yeah, well, we're all proud of you.
Thank you.
From all of DePauw. It was an awesome game.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
And that will do it for this episode of Tiger Sports Nation. Once again, I'm Whitney Wells.
And I'm Katie Moore. And as always,
Roll Tigs.